There are certain tournaments in esports that will change your life if you win.
The LPL has never won before, but that will change today! The Crownless are finally king, and Invictus Gaming are your 2018 World Champions!
Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major Champions! Arslan is your EVO Japan Champion!
Whether you fought through blood, sweat, and BO at EVO, clapped Faker at Worlds, or finally lived up to your major sticker, esports has grown to the point where a world championship won't just earn you a sense of spiritual fulfillment, but a financial one as well.
$3 million richer, the biggest individual prize victory in competitive gaming history.
And nowhere is this sentiment truer than at TI. From having your name etched onto the Aegis, to claiming the lion's share of a bajillion-dollar prize pool, there's nothing like watching someone's life change as they knock down the last tick of health on that final, fateful ancient.
They're gonna do it!
They're gonna do it! Alliance wins! They win TI3!
But of all the demigods ever to make Dota's ultimate ascension, none have undergone as much of a transformation as Topias Topson Taavitsainen, the Finnish mid lane god of Dota's greatest ever team.
Oh, gee, they've done it. They have done it.
Done it. The power of flowers and friendship.
For Topson, winning his first TI wasn't just an incredible achievement and one of esports' greatest underdog stories. It was a turning point. You see, somehow, in the matter of 2 weeks and one historic Aegis lift, this guy began a metamorphosis. He went from being a virtual nobody to an all-worshipped god.
Can he keep this man alive, though he doesn't have the black hole backup? You have an Anna with a big gust heading him back. Tornado! Topson! He's in with the back of the beach! Devin was coming down! Topson with the save! Gets both of them! Topson and Boca doing it big time on the main stage!
So, how exactly did this unknown pub star turn in-game confidence into real-life swagger? And what is the secret sauce that caused the meek Topson to become Chadson, the most successful TI participant of all time?
Topson, he just does not give a crap. Anna will give all the life. This is just fountain farming.
Okay, so to understand how our boy went from this Topson to the Topson she told you not to worry about, we have to go back. Back to the months preceding TI8 when he was just an unknown, unassuming pub star. But all of that changed in an instant.
I got a message from Jerax that OG is looking for new players, and I was one of the people they were looking at. And then I was like in a disbelief that I would be able to play for OG.
Most of you may probably know the story by now. Following the anime-grade betrayal they suffered at the hands of Fly, OG couldn't find any top-tier trouncers to stuff into their mid lane. So, with only 8 weeks to go before TI, they took a gamble on EU's topmost son. Fun fact, he isn't the top son at all. He has 11 siblings. 11. 7 older, 4 younger.
That's a lot of sex.
Anyway, back then, Topson was a super fringe dude. He'd dropped out of culinary school to pursue his Dota career, and it reflected in his play. He was incredibly creative, which showed in his far from conventional hero pool, a quality that drew criticism from some of his peers.
Topson, he's very obnoxious, he's a weirdo, he's a very weird player. It's like, what kind of mid player buys Meteor Hammer on Invoker and plays Pugna on Monkey King? Like, what's going on, you know?
For most, this was niche, situational shit, but not for Topson. This guy ran it all day, every day. And he didn't just mainline cheesy shit, he dumpstered people with it.
There's the setup, into the stun, cold snap, he just leaves it. He goes for the walk-off kill. He knows that he's got it. He did, you know, that's cool guys don't look at explosions.
While Topson's in-game approach was exuberant, it stood in stark contrast to the shy and subdued way he carried himself outside of game.
Topson, I learned quickly that he was, well, similar to other Scandinavians, maybe a bit more reserved.
Needless to say, going into the International 8, which by the way was Topson's first actual LAN, no one expected anything of this frightful little Finn. In addition to looking like he was always in need of an adult, it honestly felt as if he was just happy to be included.
How did it feel coming into TI with that track record? Was it overconfidence? Was it the right amount of confidence? Talk to us about your mentality.
We were confident, of course, yeah. I mean, not overconfident for sure, but we are a good, skilled team and we're gonna beat every team here.
Here's the thing though, they actually did.
They have done it. The power of flowers and friendship. I've done it here, ladies and gentlemen.
As for Topson, that boy went toe-to-toe with the best of the best, and more often than not, conducted a masterclass in unorthodox ownage.
Topson is actually sticking around, has the sentry advantage here, so does know what Ame is up to. Kind of looks like he's baiting it.
Yeah, you did do that.
He was baiting it.
This man alive, though, he doesn't have the black hole backup. You have an Anna with a big gust sending him back. Tornado, Topson, he's in with the back of the beach. Devin coming down. Topson with the saves, gets both of them. Topson and Boca doing it big time on the main stage.
But Topson, he's actually got some decent damage. Miss uphill, is it going to happen? No, it doesn't. The Crepify, he just has to wait, and with the blast, Topson. He has been an absolute genius. Terrorblade, BT's forward, the ball is up. Topson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Mirana, but OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip, he's got the control, he's got the kill. Topson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam.
Oh, there it is.
Forward, there's your slam, there's the dump, there's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
And thanks to his contribution, the tournament's biggest underdogs rallied to become its unlikeliest champions. The best part was that it felt like Topson was as dumbfounded with the whole thing as we were.
Topson, $3,000 in your pocket. You come to TI, you get an email from Notel, you're a TI champion. What?
To say that the community couldn't believe it would be an understatement. Of all the competitors ever to hoist the Aegis, none had literally come out of nowhere the way Topson had. It was unprecedented and unthinkably awesome. Before TI8, no one knew or cared who Topson was, but afterward, Dota fans across the world worshipped him. And you could see the effect it was having on him too. He started growing out his hair, getting swole, and developing a sort of swagger.
I still play Dota all day long. The only thing is that I don't have to count my every euro I spent. Like I can go shop, I can buy food, and I don't have to care how much it costs.
But it wasn't until OG sauntered into TI9 as last year's Cinderella sensation that things really ramped up. They'd taken most of the year off to recuperate, and given that no single player had ever amassed a second TI, no one expected lightning to strike twice, least of all for Topson. Although, I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened next.
Back to the base as Liquid have nothing! They have nothing to offer, folks!
They're just giving, look at this, they're diving Fountain in TI Finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're gonna get him, they're chasing Miracle as well. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what we're seeing in this game 4. OG, you thought you saw it all in game 2, you thought you saw it all in game 3, there it is gold! OG are your two-time TI champions, they've done it, folks!
So, how did TI's unlikeliest champion become its first ever two-time? Honestly, by giving even fewer shits than the previous year. TI8 saw Topson's idiosyncratic playstyle get validation on his game's biggest stage. He showed up to TI9 with even weirder and more self-assertive shit to flex, but this time, he rolled everybody with it without hesitation.
Topson, he just does not give a crap. Anna will give all the life. This is just fountain farming.
Diffusal gyrocopter.
Wait, what?
Diffusal. Gyrocopter.
Treads diffusal gyrocopter. Fancy that. Topson
doing something that I don't think I've ever seen this.
He's got greens available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldown's dropped down by Topson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get it a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the racks. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Liquid, they push on.
On Io, that Spirit Hero damage is there now. Ana gonna join the fray finally.
There we have it, Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Topson's focus. He'll look towards GH. He's trying to roll, but he can't get out. There's no mana. GH, he's dead, and now OG. They have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and change the ball. Topson, the Rocket Barrage brings Miracle down. Then the Shackle turn around. They're looking for Jarex. Jarex backing away. Topson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusion. Jarex, he's in with the combo. The GA is out. Weehole will fall though. The massive damage is there from Topson. Miracle's trying to run. Another stick charge pop, but Jarex can shut him off. In fact, Jarex, he's ready to try and look for more potentially. There's only the once.
To go for the back line.
Topson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown's there. The toss back into the combo. Jarex has the control. God. They're all getting picked apart as mind control falls. Miracle is surrounded,
and they're all
able to get this as well. OG, they will hold.
I mean, it's kind of fun when you when you're playing with your team and you know you're winning, then you just buy some random weird item, and they're like, why do you have this item?
If you thought the community was going buck wild over this guy before, man, his so-called $15 million defusal was instantly recognized as one of the ballsiest and biggest brain moves in TI history. And so the people dubbed him Godson.
Topson's a god, dude. That guy can do whatever he wants, man. I actually don't give a shit.
But that wasn't the only thing they called him.
Topson, Godson, Chadson. This isn't even his finals form yet.
Yeah, guys, you better be ready. It's only coming next TI.
You see, in the months following TI9, Topson underwent yet another transformation. Fresh cut, pierced ears, he even lost the glasses. He didn't just cement himself as a champion for the ages, but as a literal Chad. I mean, just look at that drip. Man's is looking like a whole damn snack, which is presumably how he became Dadson.
Gonna teach you how to play Dota. Gonna be the best Dota player. Or don't. I'm gonna tell you. No, don't play Dota. Gonna ruin your life.
It's becoming increasingly common for esports to afford their competitors the lives they always dreamed of. But in Topson's case, it feels like it was expedited. From Topsoy to Flopson to Topson to Top God to Godson, it got to the point where the community was pretty much forced to create a Super Saiyan chart in his honor. And sure, he's had his share of good fortune, but the truth is, he's also just that talented. Underneath all of the memes surrounding Topson's transmutation is one of the most staggering stories of success and self-discovery that esports has ever seen. He is a god in-game and out.
That guy is like the best player I've seen in Dota in a long time. Because he doesn't just play the game like... It's not even the stupid little shit that he does, it's just like how he plays. He just creates pressure, not the pressure that people think what pressure is. It's like, not mental pressure, it's like literally Dota pressure. He creates Dota pressure on the map. Like, he creates situations. And there aren't that many players that do it.
So where does Chadson go from here? Does he continue to ball out of control? Or does he quit while he's ahead and preserve his 100% TI win rate? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what he chooses to do. Since bursting onto the scene, he's given Dota fans reason to question everything they thought they knew about their sacred game.
Topson, 100% TI win rate here on this man.
In a matter of 2 years, Topson has shown that you can successfully reach the apex of competition armed with a batshit imagination and, most importantly, a ton of self-belief. And whichever version of him you stan, whether it's Topson or Godson, the man has proven himself to be the biggest gangster Dota's ever seen. And the scariest part is that, in spite of all the hunger and humility, now he knows it.
Ihan huipulla tähätä vielä kuitenkin, että tuntuu ensi vuoden TI:ssä.
Tässä oli 3 sormusia käy hakemassa. 2 tuli niin helposti, niin se 3 siirrys.
If you thought the community was going buck wild over this guy before, man. I don't know why I tried to perfectly say and it destroyed me. Buck wild. Buck wild into a it's serious. But yeah, here we go.